The Velodrome at the National Sports Center in Blaine has been host to some of the biggest cycling races in the country over its 25-year history. But it looked as if 2014 was going to be its last year of operation, when in December, the National Sports Center Foundation voted to close the Velodrome instead of spending thousands of dollars to repair the aging facility. But the local cycling community only saw that as a challenge and soon began raising the funds needed to keep the track open.
We have an incredibly strong grassroots organization here in the Twin Cities that basically decided they couldn't let the sport die. We organized Friends of the Velodrome Racing in Minnesota and started fundraising through a wide variety of channels.
This week, it was announced that the group has raised $100,000 and that repairs to the Velodrome will begin immediately.
I think I can say that everybody at the National Sports Center is, the board, the staff, is beyond impressed with the work the cyclists did to take their own future in their own hands and raise enough funds to repair the track and also be part of helping to cover the operating costs of the Velodrome going forward for 5 more years.
The track has needed repairs and ongoing maintenance ever since its first year of operation in 1990, but this repair will be much more substantial.
What this project will do, however, is shore up the trusses underneath the track, which are showing some rot from moisture over the years, and it will reinforce them and make the track structurally sound for 5 years, at which point after the 2019 season the track will close.
In 5 years, local cycling enthusiasts hope to have an entirely new venue built in order to continue the sport of velodrome racing in Minnesota.
The future looks pretty strong for us. Our hope is to be able to transition seamlessly to the Minnesota Cycling Center. They're raising money and building an effort to have an indoor facility in Minnesota that avoids some of the challenges that we face with snow and weathering of the facility. But it was crucially important to keep this up and running. Without this velodrome, the sport goes away in Minnesota. So we really needed a bridge to keep the sport viable, to help with the fundraising for the new facility, and to keep excitement going for the sport.
The track has hosted some major events in the past, and organizers hope more big events occur over the next 5 years. But the track is sustained by a weekly racing program and a growing focus on a youth cycling program.
It has hosted quite a number of top-level competitions, including probably the marquee event was the 1992 Olympic cycling trials, but several national championships, international Grand Prix, Masters Worlds, and the core of the program, though, is the weekly racing program and the grassroots training and racing and entry-level instruction that takes place here.
It's one of the most youth-friendly forms of bike racing. They're not racing out on the streets or out in the woods. They're right here where we can see them the entire time. They learn a lot of great skills for bike racing and handling a bicycle. So one of the things we're going to focus on in the next 5 years is bringing in more youth to participate and race on the track.
The Velodrome at the NSC is very unique. In fact, there are only a few tracks of this design in the country. And Tom encourages the community to come and enjoy what he calls a great sport for spectators.
Velodrome racing is very, very unique. In most bike racing disciplines, you watch them start and kind of ride away, and then you watch them finish or come by for a lap, but you miss most of the racing. In a velodrome, you can see the entire event unfold. You see the strategy, you see all the riders changing positions. It's very, very close, tight racing, and it's a very, very good spectator sport.
The 2015 racing season is expected to begin in May. For North Metro TV News, Ben Hale reporting.